This summer, good rain has been hard to come by for many parts of Keloland. The latest drought monitor shows nearly 80% of the area is experiencing some level of drought. We've also experienced a lot of heat between the end of July and now. All of that is taking a toll on farmers, crops, and yields. In tonight's Eye on Keloland, Lauren Solich checks in with two southeastern South Dakota farmers to get a better understanding of the weather's impact.
When the hot summer sun is beaming down on crops with not much relief or rain, it starts to impact the pollination. Tanner Hento near Avon pulls back the husk for us to explain what that can mean from ear to ear on corn.
On an ideal year, you would see yellow kernels from top to bottom, and this is pretty sporadic. So you're looking at a 75% yield loss on this particular year.
Hento says in his 14 years of farming, 2026 is shaping up to be his second worst year in terms of lack of rain. He says his worst year was 2022, when some fields produced 0 bushels an acre of corn.
We're probably expecting anywhere between 50 bushel beans if things go really well, and maybe 150 bushel corn, which is down significantly from last year. So tough year overall, but all things considered, it could be a lot worse, and there's certainly guys in worse shape than we are.
Hento says it's years like this that show the need for crop insurance and federal subsidies.
Those numbers are below our profits, but that's where the crop insurance makes up the gap. Just for easy numbers, let's say we're $500 an acre is what we need to generate to make money. Our crop this year might only make $400 an acre, but crop insurance is going to kick in another $100. So it makes up for that gap.
As for soybeans, Travis Mockler near Centerville explains how on a good year, each pod would typically have 3 beans in them. On this particular plant, a lot of the pods only have 2 beans. However, he says if we catch a couple good rains soon, they could fill out more.
That's about all we can hope for now, just nice weather. Yeah. We don't need a hailstorm. We've had that before. Right before we combined, hail came through, knocked a bunch of beans.
Mockler does have irrigation systems on 2 of his soybean fields that typically run at night, which he says is helpful, but not something every farmer can get.
They're kind of a pain to operate. They're a lot of maintenance. There's a lot of, they can be. I mean, depending on how old your irrigator is, the cost is kind of prohibitive. I have these 2, there are 2 farms that I rent. They were here, you know, the landlords already had them on when they farmed. The cost is, it's about, what they figure, for 160 acres, about $200,000 to put an irrigator on.
When it comes to corn, Mockler estimates he'll get around 160 bushels an acre this year.
It looks good as you drive by, but it's the yield's not out there right now.
He says the heat also causes things to move faster, so harvest will be coming quicker than normal. On this field, the corn has already been cut for silage due to it producing low yields. Back near Avon, Hento gives an example of why faster growing isn't better.
A good analogy is maybe cooking like a steak or a hamburger on the grill, or better yet in a microwave. You can put it in the microwave, be done in 2 minutes. The quality isn't going to be there just because it went for speed. But if you throw a steak, a hamburger on the grill, take 20 minutes, nice and slow, you're going to get a lot better quality.
He says the better quality corn and soybeans can go towards making food products like oils or cornstarch. The lesser quality crops go to silage or feed for livestock. So as August rolls on, Mockler and Hento are hoping for more rain to round out the growing season.
Humidity and dew, it does help. Every little bit helps. The plants they're very adaptive to taking that moisture out of the air, but there needs to be moisture, actual rain.
And still, they say things could always be worse.
The crops are doing astonishingly well, considering how little of rain we've gotten.
With Eye on Keloland, I'm Lauren Solich.
Other things impacting farmers right now are high fertilizer prices and low prices for crops. However, Mockler says the crop prices have started coming back up right now, and they could get around $4.60 a bushel for corn. This is our 5th story we've done with Hento and Mockler as we followed them through planting and growing season to get a closer look at part of South Dakota's agriculture industry. We'll check back in with them as harvesting gets underway.